Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Oh, what is up, everybody? My name is Killing Spree 37. Silencer is AFK at the moment. I'll get into that briefly. Today's episode is going to be a short one by myself. Wasn't able to get anybody to fill in the spot, but I don't feel comfortable leaving you guys hanging without an episode because it might be like a week, it might be a couple days, who knows. Silencer actually hurt his back. Not gonna lie. It's funny because he shouldn't let me be by myself. He should be here to explain himself. So I'm gonna give you my side of what happened. His back's been a little crooked. Shaped like an S, banana shaped. And he said he went to a chiropractor, and the chick told him, your back's a little out of alignments. Go ahead and just lay down, relax, and we'll get somebody to help put things in places, massage you, and stuff like that. The biggest, hairiest Latin man, known as Raul, walked in there. He was like, "Is your name Cesar? Te amo Cesar." He's like, "Yeah, I asked for a woman in the front desk." Solo yo. Lay down, por favor. Laid him down, grabbed him all nice by the shoulders, rubbing up on him. Tell me if you feel pain. Silencer, it felt so good to be touched. The way he was being touched, he didn't say nothing about pain. Nothing at all. And then came the part for the joints to be popped. Let me pull this. Let me pull that real quick. Pulled it. And then came for the alignments. He said, cross your arms like this. Let me pop it real quick. Bah! Do you feel anything there? Silencer was like, no. That felt good. That felt good, Raul. That felt really, really good. Raul continues. Go ahead and just, go ahead and just lay on your back like this. Let me put this leg right here. 1, 2. All you heard was like, have you ever stepped on pasta shells when they fell on the floor, that little crackling pop? That happened to Silencer. Silencer then went home. His back started to hurt. They gave him some medicine to make sure his back feels great. And since Wednesday, Thursday, Silencer hasn't been on the game, hasn't been on Apex, he's behind on graphics as far as I know. He has not had a good experience, so definitely a 1-star review for Raul in whatever massage therapy place that he went to in Texas. We hope speedy recovery for Silencer. Hopefully next week he'll be here. Like I said, I didn't feel comfortable leaving you without a podcast because I feel like we should go ahead and just keep on schedule. I don't want to be that guy that just doesn't be consistency matters here at Silence, at Team Kill Podcast. So Silencer, hopefully next week he'll be here. I didn't have any friends that were available, that wanted to do podcasting, that knew about games, had a microphone, had a Discord. So it is just me and you. Salud. The weakest Bud Light seltzer of all time. Listen, we're going to go ahead and start off where we left off last week. I myself was having issues with my job. Who doesn't? The person listening, I'm pretty sure you're at your job right now. You hate it. You don't like certain aspects of it. And guess what? It's going to continue to suck. It is. I know. Because I am a person that I believe in myself. I bet everything on myself. Because oftentimes when you bet on other people to lead you, you bet on other people to help you out in certain instances, they do not. So with that being said, guys, you heard I had turmoil last week at work. Wasn't the best time that I had, I went in Wednesday, because Monday and Tuesday are my day off. I went in Wednesday. I worked for 4 hours. I got the vibes that I wasn't welcome there. You know, the people were surprised. Why is he here? Why is he here today at work? Sure enough, I finished unloading a couple pallets. I get wind of me maybe not supposed to be, not really. I'm sounding like I'm drunk already. I'm not supposed to be there. So I took that into account that maybe I shouldn't be here, I worked 4 hours, 10 o'clock, I left, right? That was me saying, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I don't plan on showing up the next day. And for those of you that have a job, you know what that kind of means, okay? I'm not going to say that I quit. I just assumed that I got fired and that was it. So, the funnier part to that story is that me and my girlfriend both work at the same exact spot, 2 completely different shifts, and this is where things get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Pause for a sip. You know what? It was random, first of all, okay? She went into work, everything proceeded, she didn't text me, she didn't even come home at like an early time. She came at around the time that she normally gets off. And the first thing she walks in the door, they try to fire me. Well, why did they try to do that, And me being the person that I thought maybe retaliation had something to do with it, or even things like, she maybe did something wrong. She said something wrong. You know how we don't want to be I don't want to be the spouse to be like, damn, what'd you do? Like, did you do something crazy? Was it your fault? I asked the question, well, what happened? So she had told me that she had walked into the office. They had said, you know what? You called in these 2 days, which were key days. The Memorial weekend, which was Saturday. Saturday, I had to go to my nephew's graduation. And then Sunday, we had stuff to do, right? I remember, mind you, I had asked for the day off a month in advance. They said no. I assumed they were going to do the same to her. You know what? Let's call off. Those 2 days, I forgot were Memorial Day weekend. They count, so for occurrences, you get 5 occurrences. One occurrence is 1 point. That's the 5 occurrences, so 5 points in total. Each key date, which is a day that leads up to a holiday, is 2 points. So she had already called off another day last month, or the day before I had gotten COVID because she felt a little under the weather and because she had COVID as well. So she was told that she had called off Saturday, key date, 2 points. Sunday, key date, 2 points. Plus the other date that she had called off when she got COVID was 1 point. So that was a total of 5 points. So before that, luckily, she listened to all my advice, all the things that I was doing, shenaniganizing left and right, to be able to have multiple times me being late, me being called off without being able to get fired, which was using your protected paid time off. So I told her multiple times that, hey, you can do it like this. You can do it like this. You can bend and twist things like that. She kind of said, yeah, okay. And I felt like she wasn't listening to me, but she was. Luckily for her, in that morning that she had went, she was able to use that protected paid time off, which pulls you back away from any type of disciplinary actions and doesn't count those days off as an occurrence. So they pulled her in. Hey, you're fired. She said, why? And then she got explained to the key dates and stuff like that. And then she remembered that she took a photo of the thing. She showed it to them. She only had one occurrence. They pulled it up on the record. You know what happened? It was just one occurrence. That was it. It was one occurrence, and then they backed off. They backed off so quick, so gracefully, because anything after that of her doing things by policy is eligible for a lawsuit. So, of course, they dusted their hands off, and they said, you know what? You still have your job. We're going to rescind the termination. I got the biggest laugh out of this, the biggest fuck you of all time, because they knew that we were together, not by my choice. My girlfriend, loose lips sink ships. And they told her, couples there don't have like the best rapport. They're always making out. They're always leaving. They're always, they're doing things they're not supposed to do on the job, So we weren't like that at all. I was professional. We worked 2 different shifts. So luckily for us, they kind of knew it was her. So I felt like they were trying to get back at her through me because I don't care. And it was like, oh, she did what she was supposed to do. Can't fire her, can't do anything like that. So it worked out in her favor. It worked out in my favor because when I go pick up my last paycheck, I'm going to go and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to, do a little hoo-hoo in their face because that is hilarious, ladies and gentlemen. When people try to retaliate on you by doing it to other people that are close to you, scumbag thing to do, right? Scumbag thing to do. But it shows to people's character how they would do you. I've said this many times. I hate these companies, these corporations. Excuse me. I hate stuff like that, right? Because I know how they operate. In America, especially in America, America is one of the grimiest places. The upstarts that they've had haven't been the best, okay? So in hearing that, this analogy came out. So when Christopher Columbus and them came over here, the Native Americans, the first people, they were trying to run them out of what we know as America. Now, they would see how they were living, seeing how they lived, and their life sources, what they would do, how they would get food and water and stuff like that, and they would try to take that away from them. The main thing, and this is a picture that you probably come across history books. They killed the buffalo. They didn't eat the buffalo. They didn't do no such thing with the buffalo. They would kill the buffalo. There's a photo somewhere out there you can see 2 people, gentlemen with guns, and they're standing right next to a mountain pile of buffalo skulls, and those are what the Native Americans used to eat. Okay? Meaning if they can't get to you, they're going to find a way for that you eat, the way that you live, and they're going to go try it on something else. And this, I felt, was the case in her case because she's a good employee. She listens. She has that bubbly personality that I may lack in the customer service area. But here on YouTube, I like to show my real personality because I feel like this is more representing me and not the place that I work. So remember that if you ever work with your spouse, just kind of keep it on the low because things like that might happen. Other than that, guys, I finally beat the hardest video game of all time. For those of you that aren't on YouTube, I'm showing it right now. Returnal has been conquered by yours truly. I'm going to read out a portion of the stats. Okay? Really simple. Time in the suit, meaning how much time I actually spent playing the game. 39 hours of playtime. So that means in the game, I spent 39 hours, to which resulted in 118 deaths. I'm going to let you guys think about that for a moment while I take a sip of this again. I died 118 times, and there was only 5 bosses, 6 biomes, which is 6 worlds. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. I even knew that I beat the game, and I still went ahead and tried to do the secret ending. Do you know what you have to do to get the secret ending? You got to beat the boss again. You got to beat the last boss, who may or may not be the most difficult boss. And I may have chosen the worst gun possible. It's like the Rock Glen a throbber or something. It's a one-shot acid gun. And when you shoot and it hits the area that's able to be affected on the boss, it sticks, it attacks it continuously until the timer runs out of each shot. And for me, it was key, right? You shoot that, you move around, you dodge these damn little projectiles that he's throwing. I called them placebos because at first they didn't do damage. And then for every other boss, they started to do damage, right? They started to really do a lot of damage to you, okay? A lot of damage. It was scary, you know? At one point, it was scary. Beat the second boss, was able to get it. Bam. Got it. Done. I might frame this game because of how fucking difficult it was. It wasn't the best experience. It was not the best experience. So, other than that, like I said, guys, it's going to be a nice, relaxing episode. It's just me and you, okay? You know, I'm all up in your ear, like normal. It's kind of normal, you know. I get a break usually from Silencer. He is missed right now. I miss him. Miss playing Apex with him, you know. But he is hurting, guys, and I don't want to exactly wait for him until he feels better. I'm just going to go ahead and put out the pod, and we'll go ahead and get some discussions in. So let's go ahead and get the categories that were done today. Rapid fire, I'm saving it for next week. Okay? I did enough rapid firing, you know, when Raul was just greasing up Silencer, just, you know, doing it all too. The karate chops and shit. So, last week we talked about games coming out in 2022. It looked like a good, solid year from what was announced, right? Which was Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Far Cry 6. And then, you know what happened? A few companies came out. Gotham Knights, delayed until 2022. I knew that one already. But this next delay had to be the most difficult to accept, you know? God of War Ragnarok, delayed until 2022. The inevitable has happened. Now, I feel a certain way about this because on E3, the last time we heard of it, they were hyping up the game. They did the little trailer during the State of Play when they were announcing the PS5 last year, I believe. Oh, and it hurt. And it hurt so bad for them to even... They put out a statement. It's official. It's not rumors. I think me and Silencer were talking about rumors and stuff like that. It was actually heartbreaking because this year seemed like it was going to slowly start to get PS5 games. As you guys may or may not know, the PS5 has an initiative somewhat that says they're going to allow people to do more PS5 focused games, no resells, no reskins or whatever. They want you to make a game that's specifically for the PS5 for all the features and stuff like that, right? I feel strongly about it because the system lacks a lot of games, right? Being one, Returnal was a good way to introduce the adaptive triggers, the remote DualSense, and then the 3D audio, which I wasn't able to experience, but a lot of people have told me that the 3D audio is what makes the game, you know, a lot more funner. So, nonetheless, God of War is delayed, and they're talking about it being not even called God of War Ragnarok due to the statement that had leaked out, right? So, that's okay. At least it's coming. I was going to bring the point to Silencer saying, is game delays that hard on the gamer, or do you think that it's necessary? So, for myself asking, I 100% believe that this is necessary. You see what happened to Cyberpunk. You've seen what happened to a bunch of other games that were announced, and they just weren't great. They're in development hell, and they don't come out 100%. You can't do that with a series like God of War. You can do that with a new game that you might have put money on, and you think that it's going to work in your favor, i.e. Cyberpunk. With God of War, you can't do that. It's too great of a series to even try to attempt to do that. And That is where I feel like delaying it, perfect. You saw Dying Light. Dying Light put something out last year or 2019 in E3. 2020, nothing came out, right? The pandemic. 2021, hey, you know what? We got the game. We got new, improved gameplay systems, and we got a release date. So I can't really hate on them. Just the impatient side of me is like, damn, I want that game. What happened when the sun... I don't want to give any spoilers away because I wasn't going to say a spoiler, but I don't want to give nothing away. So, moving on from that, let me know how you feel about the game being delayed, and if you feel it being delayed is going to be a major issue in you potentially getting the game. If you're a fan of the game, it shouldn't bother you, but if you got a PS5 and you're playing PS4 games, it could affect you. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys for interpretation, and we're going to move on. Another sip. This time of water. A lot of talking, you know. Me and Silencer talked about this one. It was under speculation, and two sides of the story were told. You had the people accusing Dream of potentially using exploits and cheats in his Minecraft speedrun, and then you had Dream say, it's cap. That's what you had him say. It was a debate for months. I want to say it was like maybe good 3-4 months. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have the absolute truth from him. Microsoft speedrunner YouTuber Dream admitted to using a server-side mod to increase the drop rate of rare items in multiple speedrunning systems, disqualifying them from ranked consideration. So what happens now? You had, I believe it was like a whole little committee. It was like a whole little committee that came together, banded together. They said a few things about, you know, they did the statistics, they did the mathematics. It was not possible for him to do this run. Nonetheless, he had the plaque, he had the YouTube success, the Twitch, the speed run. He had that record. Today, he admits 1,000% that he did use some things that help him break the speed record. Now, as a punishment, that record's gone. You no longer have access to that record. You cheated. You got caught. You said you didn't get caught. And now you came out and you said, hey, I did cheat. I'm sorry. Okay? That record is no longer yours. It was never yours to begin with. And that just shows you the determination and how, like, the importance to, like, Minecraft. I don't really like Minecraft, but the importance to Minecraft and people that have this community, it shows you that they are really, really, really invested into this. Okay? Now, does that take away from his success cheating? Absolutely it does. It might not for the numbers, but for the future numbers, if he doesn't do something as a content creator, as a future speedrunner, it's going to have him under the microscope, 100%. Because it might stop him from growing as a content creator, because everything from this point on is going to be watched. It's going to be judged. It's the Drake effect. Drake can put out the best album, Certified Lover Boy. There's people going to be like, well, did he actually write the raps? Did he write the songs? Who was the composer of this hit that he is promoting? It's the asterisk that's going to be next to his name. So I 100% feel, like I said, the record is no longer his. Okay? He should apologize. I'm pretty sure that he did. But in length, you should apologize. Don't just, don't put out a statement. Go public. Go from Twitter. Go to your Twitch channel. Go to whatever. I'm not going to say what he should do from here on out as far as an apology, okay? Of course you should say sorry, okay? You should say sorry because of the things that you may have done. the opportunities that you may have caused somebody from who actually legit broke the speed record, they might have not posted it because it's not the actual speed record that you said that was on there. That is a big issue. You may have robbed somebody from a potential life-changing scenario, such as yourself was catapulted when he was told that he had the speed run record. You may have cost somebody that. You got to live with that. Every day you got to look at that, and it's going to suck for your channel. Hopefully he can bounce back from this, but like I said, what's stopping him from doing a speed run on Returnal, beating Returnal in one take without dying? And then people believing him from that point on. You get what I'm saying? That is going to be the biggest issue in his young career. Can he bounce back from this? Absolutely, but I think he really needs to take a step back, and whatever motivated him to cheat to get the speed run even done, I think that needs to be looked at, evaluated by himself, and going forward, he needs to just really focus on getting it out the fucking mud like everybody else, okay? We're not celebrating Call of Duty players that have hacks, We're not celebrating people that that do things like this. We're celebrating talent at the end of the day. You did it in a certain amount of time because you did it. You did it. Not the system, not the hacks, you. And I'll leave it at there, guys. Okay? Let me know in the comment section, how do you feel about just this overall drama of speed runs and this type of just drama in general, okay? Dream, you're probably not going to listen to this, but you deserve to at least apologize. And from this point moving forward, like I said, just evaluate that little part in you that was like, maybe I should cheat. You get nowhere cheating. They're going to catch you, as they were on his ass. And the way that he got defensive, I told Silencer behind the scenes, he did it. He cheated. Whatever they said that he did it. So we'll leave it there, guys. The next topic on the podcast, and this one I really wanted Silencer for, because he's been wanting a next-gen console for months. Behind the scenes, I'll get it when I get it. I'll do it, I'm not paying overprice. But every time there's a Best Buy link, there's a little chirping, a little word here and there from Twitter and Facebook about a new next-gen console being at a local area near you. He's the first one in that fucker, dragging it to his cart, not getting it, dragging it, but not getting it. So maybe if he's not able to actually get a next-gen console, maybe he might be able to get next-gen clothing. So for those of you that don't know, Balenciaga revealed that a new line of PlayStation merch with genuinely an outrageous price, including 2 PS5 shirts that cost $675 each, and a hoodie that goes for, drum roll please, I don't know why hoodies were more expensive, $875 fucking dollars for a hoodie that has the PS5 logo. It's not even a picture of the PS5. What kind of shit is that? I paid $80 for some type of shit and I feel like I got robbed. You paying $1,000? It's not even a dope hoodie, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and look at it. Balenciaga. I've always had a feeling that these brands are kind of a little iffy, FOMO. Not homo. FOMO, fear of missing out. And are we really? Come on now. Are they gonna buy? I want to see the people that bought the PS5s and sold them out and are reselling them online. I want to see the same type of energy with the Balenciaga hats and shirts. Let me see it. I want to see you big baller asses take these fucking hoodies and t-shirts and go sell them for fucking double. A little markup price. Who's buying this? Who is buying this? I am not buying this. I wouldn't even wear it if it was given to me. A $800 hoodie, that shit's getting framed. No fucking way. And I want the receipt too because I'm putting that shit in the fucking frame. No way. No fucking way. Now, I'm not shaming anybody for buying it. But wouldn't you want the system first? Silencer seems like the guy that would buy some shit like this. Silencer would 100% be tricked into buying this fucking hoodie, into this t-shirt, and legit be like, oh, I paid, it said for a PS5. Yeah, hoodie. Fucking bitch. Oh, Silencer. Oh, I hope he doesn't. You know what? I hope he's in his little bed right now, hunched over. Some little icy hats on his back. Still, reminiscing about Raul, rubbing him up and down with some hot creams and rocks. And, he's like half drunk off, not half drunk, half drugged off those pain pills. And he's like, let me buy a PS5. Oh, PS5. Oh, ship, express. Oh, it's $100 extra to get here by tomorrow. Bam. Oh, next podcast I'm going to talk about I got a PS5. Boom, they send that shit out to him. And guess what? He opens that shit. It's the smallest box. Damn, Ilio said the fucking, the box was really small. Or really huge. The PS5 ain't that big. Oh, it ain't that even heavy. And looks at it right away. A fucking PS5 hoodie. No way. No fucking way. Listen, guys, don't fall for the scam. Get your own PlayStation when it comes out. They're already coming out with a redesign and a restock later next year. You know what I'm saying? These big hunky pieces of technology. I'm not gonna call it shit. It hasn't taken shit on me yet. These big fucking consoles, they're huge. They are ginormous. So a redesign, you don't want the biggest one. It's as big as my laptop on a little step ledge or whatever. Wait until you get it. And I would love to have anybody on the podcast that bought a t-shirt or a hoodie or both. And I want to know how you feel. Do you feel like, do you feel like DualSense? Do you feel nice wearing that? I can't imagine. I cannot imagine me doing that. I cannot. I'd have to ask my girlfriend if she would let me buy an $800 hoodie. That'd be an argument. For couples, if you've ever been in a relationship, buying something, depending on price, buying something, it could be an argument. If it's $500, you went to McDonald's, you got a fucking hot and spicy, 2 hot and spicy, you got a combo meal, you made it large, it's a little a little side eye. But you walk in the thing, your house, you're like, oh hey, but what's up, babe? And she's like, damn, where'd you get that hoodie? That's a nice hoodie. You're like, oh yeah, I got it, And then she starts looking at it. Oh, how much did it cost? $875. Oh no, fucking breaking up. You're breaking up. Your fucking relationship's over. We got to move on from that. Other than that, we got 2 more topics, guys. Bear with me. I'm doing a video too, so if you see me taking a lot of pauses, I'm doing a lot of movement. I'm acting a fool. Now, this next one, speaking of McDonald's, this happens to be one of my favorite stories as of late. A sip again. A person going to McDonald's, a fan. Let's go ahead and say that. You had the Travis Scott meal. You had the Bad Bunny meal. These little extravagant partnerships with McDonald's are pretty cool, right? Nothing too special. But BTS came out with their own McDonald's meal, equipped with a bunch of sauces from Korea, a purple bag, a purple container for the nuggets. And then one fan, he got his little 4-piece or whatever the hell it came with, some chicken nuggets. He got that and didn't get the normal nuggets like me and you would get, the boot, the fucking circle. He got an Among Us shaped chicken nugget. And instead of eating this nugget, he actually sold it. Ladies and gentlemen, a suspicious chicken nugget that looks like a character from Among Us sold for $99,997 on eBay after garnering 184 bids. The lucky seller originally listed it at 99 cents, saying it was from the BTS combo meal. Let's do math, okay? That combo meal would have been, I'd say $5 to $8, right? Nothing too crazy, right? $5 to $8, maybe even less, you know? It was a fucking fry, some sauces, some chicken nuggets, a drink, and a purple fucking bag. How do I know, guys? Because my girlfriend got one, okay? Did we get an Among Us shaped chicken nugget? No. What I would have, if I had this in my possession, would have sold it? No. I would have told her bite the leg first. Bite the fucking leg. What are you doing? Take a picture of it. That's it. Take a picture. I don't put two and two together like that, okay? So, like I said, back to math. That meal was anywhere from $4 to $8. Let's go ahead. The lowest $4, highest $8. Let's go ahead and say $8. You supersized it. You got a large drink instead. You got an extra fry. That means this person's profit margin is literally like 10,000% above what he spent. That might have been his last $5, and he fucking said, you know what? This looks like an Among Us thing. Let me put it in a Ziploc bag and put it on eBay. Listed it for 99 cents and sold it for almost $100,000. Now, good for him, right? Good for him. I love these little hustle stories. As a person myself that has been like doing stocks and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and trying to get a little money like that, I feel this guy, what a genius. Who the fuck is buying a chicken nugget for $100,000? And it better not be the fucking company. I'll tell you that much. It better not be the company. I would love to know that the company bought this and did some cool little marketing scheme with it. $100,000. Wow. Because it has two legs. Mine's like nothing special, okay? Mine's are like a boot, a circle. Sometimes you get the ones that are stuck together, and it's like, it has that little, you pull them apart and it's kind of gooey. A 99-cent bid from $99,000. I would love to meet the person who did this. So we talked about biggest expenses. We talked about the Mario game being sold for a certain amount, Pokemon cards reaching that type of tax bracket that, that it seems worth it, right? Collection based. A nugget, is that person going to eat the nugget? Is that person going to keep it? Because McDonald's food, I don't know if you guys seen the YouTube videos and stuff like that. McDonald's food is not degradable like that, okay? It's literally like 10, 2, 3 years down the line, and it looks the same way. So I don't think it's going to have an issue with it growing mold or something like that. You can probably sell it as an NFT. Imagine he does that. We'll move on from that. I want to hear your thoughts, though, 100%. What would you do with the chicken nugget besides eat it? Let's not be fake. Or let's not to be too easy. I would eat it too, guys. Like I told you, I'd bite the fucking leg off, okay? I'd dip it in this little sauce. My leg, and I'd dip it again. Oh, my leg. I would do that, okay? Now, we're heading on to the last topic, guys, and then we are out of here, okay? It's Pride Month. Celebrate, the LGBTQ, and then I don't want to say plus, but it is a plus sign on there. I don't want to say it's like a T, but it is like a plus sign. The LGBTQ plus people, shout out to you guys. You have your month. You know, I'm pretty sure Mexican Hispanic month is coming up soon. I wish you guys gave me some love, you know, on that day. A lot of companies seem to pander. They seem to change their company logos to the gay pride logo. It's always money motivated, right? It's always something like that. And with stories like this, you feel like people miss the mark and they don't have those certain peoples in positions to check this company to tell them that this was a bad idea. Now, I know that that's more political stuff, but we're finally going to get into the gaming part of it. Over this past weekend, whatever you want to call it, Injustice 2 Mobile had they had like a little tier where they could fight people and earn a bunch of stuff from Injustice. It's a hell of an old game. Don't know why they're doing that stuff. Nonetheless, they did it to where a Poison Ivy, who is canon with the LGBTQ plus community, they had her be the top boss, and you had to beat her to get a bunch of prizes for Pride Month. You had to beat up a lesbian, bisexual, non-binary person for loot during Pride Month, of all things. That's like Apex saying, hey, for Black History Month, you can only shoot Bangalore. You can only shoot crypto for Stop Asian Hate for the AAPI month. They missed the mark. They missed the fucking mark, let me tell you. That is crazy that they even thought of that. And it's okay. Like, it's not saying that you can't beat up characters. You can't shoot at those types of characters if they're in the game, they're opposing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the equal rights thing, right? However, making it that they have to beat up the person like that's not okay. Me and Silencer kind of had a conversation about that where it would be messed up. I mean, like a bunch of times I've seen it. Me and Silencer were playing Apex Legends. We had the Black Lives Matter fist in our banner. The third random person wouldn't revive us. When we asked him why, he said because you had the Black Lives Matter thing. Last month when I had crypto, I was doing a crypto video. I ended up getting rid of it because it wasn't good footage. One of the clips was somebody saying, because you have the Stop Asian Hate badge, we're not going to revive you. As a matter of fact, the minute you get down, we're going to leave. Or we're going to teabag your corpse until you leave. We're not reviving you. We're not doing nothing like that. So, it's really tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I get what they were trying to do. They had a main focus on like I said, I think she was like lesbian or she's bisexual or something like that. So she was at the top of the tower, the tier, whatever. She was a challenge. You had to fight her to get cool gear. And about over 250,000 people were fighting her before it was removed. And then Injustice and Warner Brother ended up apologizing for that type of stuff. So they put themselves in kind of a weird spot. You can do stuff like that, right? Because it's more equal stuff, but you have to be willing to accept what comes with it, right? Like I keep going to Apex. Apex knew, hey, Gay Pride Month, go ahead and get this flag. A lot of people left. You know what? They left, but at least you planted your foot where you believe was right. Now, I go back to companies pandering. Some companies pander, some companies don't, right? Apex Legends, I don't feel like they pander because they do have a lot of LGBTQ plus characters in the game. They don't have enough black people. They need more black characters. They need more cryptos, more Asian Americans, or just Asians in general. They need more of that in games anyways, you know? I was talking about me and Silencer, I was like, man, they only have Bangalore as a black character. They need another one, you know? So we'll see how that goes. You have them beating it up. You're beating up the person that you're celebrating as a challenge. And I'm not sure what any other challenges might have arose during Black History Month, Mexican Heritage Month, you know. You wouldn't put somebody like that, you know. You wouldn't say stop Asian hate, stop the violence against Asians, and then put one of the Asian characters up there to get bullied and beat up, you know. So there's a thin line between, like, I get what you were trying to do, right? You were trying to put it on the pedestal to where it was not pedestal, but like you wanted to put it on the spotlight to show that you have characters representing that type of lifestyle. But at the same time, you missed the mark. You missed it. You did. Instead of beating the person, they could have simply just fought the person or fought using the person or people in that type of sexual orientation or whatever. They could have had those people fight those people to get loot. Or you could use any character and then you could get loot for that certain character. You know what I'm saying? There was many other ways to do this, and this was not one. So we'll leave it at that, guys. Man, I had a good episode. I hope you guys liked this episode. We've been talking about for an hour. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. Like I said, knock on wood for Silencer. His back hurts. He's AFK this episode, sadly. I had to hold it down on my own. I hope I did well. You know, me and you were talking. We were shooting this shit for like 20 minutes. You know, me, you, and I, the listeners. We're over here sipping this thing that's not sponsored. I'm not going to say it on the podcast, but the people on there, I might put my logo over it. I might do it right there. Another sip. We'll leave it at that, guys. I hope you enjoy your week. I hope you enjoyed Memorial Day. I hope anything that you got going on in the future is going your way. And if you are an entrepreneur, guys, especially the entrepreneurs, especially the people that are getting shit out the mud, that are reading books, that are doing stuff, that want to do podcasting, they want to do YouTube stuff, whatever you want to do in life, I hope that you find that motivation like I have these past couple of days, and you push forward, guys, to the fucking finish line, because nobody else is going to get you there except for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to Team Kill Podcast, guys. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter at Team Kill Podcast, Killing Spree 37. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Shop Team Kill. We have the Nerf Def sticker. Go ahead and cop yours at www.ks37psn.com. You get the Nerf Def sticker pack, and you support people like me. You support people like Silencer, who can get more massages from Raul. Stuff like that, guys. And with that being said, my name is Killing Spree 37. I'm at
Killing Spree 37! The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37!